Hey, I'm all over. I'm all for surprises. Oh, okay. Welcome back to the Caribou Media Outdoors podcast with me as a repeat. I can't remember how long you've been. Two times, once, twice.
Yeah, this is the three-peat.
Three-peat. Additional Pete coming. It's Julien Simard. How are you, sir? How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. I have some things I want to talk to you about.
Yeah,
But
right.
what were you? Did you want to get into anything right off the top, or what?
No, I got some new goodies coming in.
Oh, see, that's on my
Some
list of things to ask you.
some new goodies coming in. Got a new arrow rest coming in
Okay,
for the hunting bow.
you jumping on the?
I'm jumping away from the limb driven this year for the hunting bow.
Oh, okay. Now I'm interested because
Yeah.
everybody seems to be
Uh,
favoring one that's
I
coming out.
wish I would have had I bet you we could probably hear it in the video. So I shot a doe this year, and I shot her on film. And when I draw back, let's see if the microphone picks it up. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
It's like pop, 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 pop. Did not like that. I did not. Then she didn't hear it, but I heard it loud. It was loud and clear.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just kind of want to get away from. I want to have my rests cocked when I pull my arrow back. I want it to just slide along the rest instead of kind of have the opportunity to bounce around, right? If my arrow wasn't perfectly in that groove and it was off to the side, that's the only time it really makes noise, but it did. And I'm trying to eliminate those factors for next year or this year now.
Some people have an issue with the whole cocking it beforehand, and I actually prefer that because it's contained, it's in your starting position.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I have no problem. I would prefer that over,
like I do. I actually, what started this whole thing is me and my buddy Dallas were talking about how annoying blade rests are. I love the blade rest for the swap feature that I had going from 23 diameter arrow to 166 diameter arrow for 50 meter and stuff like that. I had the swap figured out where all I had to do was change the body for my target bow. But when you're in a pressured situation at a 3D shoot and your arrow falls off,
that's what I've never understood because they're so narrow. Why the hell are people using those, especially in that environment?
And then you get people that are like, well, they're reliable. They'll never fail on you. It'll never get shitty. But I've heard a couple people say like, oh, my blade bent, and I was hitting low left, and I didn't know why until I figured out that it was the blade that bent. I've caught my blade on stuff before, and it never bent. But I noticed it the other day when I was shooting indoors at 20 yards. My arrow would still hit the spot that I was aiming at, but essentially when I would take a shot and I'd knock another arrow, draw back again, if my arrow did fall off the blade and I just flicked it back up with my finger, that was moving my grip just a touch, where instead of the arrow like just clearing the blade perfectly every time, whenever I would flick the arrow back up and shoot, I could hear fletching contact on the blade. Now my arrow is still hitting the mark at 20 yards. Is it going to do that at 50? That's what I was kind of scared about. And then I was like, you know what? That's where it transpired, this whole rigmarole of, I took my Epsilon off of my hunting bow, put it on the target bow as a trial period to see if there was any if there was anything bad about shooting that rest on my hunting bow and on my target bow, if it was going to be worse than the blade, it seems to be working great. My arrow, I just shot a tournament yesterday at Petawawa, and my arrow never fell off the rest, and it was amazing. It also throws your mind for a loop. Like you're so focused on an arrow hole that you're aiming on in 3D, or an arrow that you're aiming off of, and the last thing that you think of when you draw back is, oh shit, my arrow's gonna fall off. Oh, it just fell off, or it didn't. And then you're not focused on that anymore. I was able to put all of my focus on the target instead of drawing back.
Yeah, you gotta have 150% confidence in what you're using. Because the minute that starts to fade, or questions start popping in your head, you're not focusing on what you need to be focusing on.
Yep.
And then the problems happen.
Yeah. So I ordered a ripcord cable-driven rest.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, ripcord
Nice.
ratchet.
Nice.
Yeah, really, really excited to see that. I'm picking it up tomorrow.
Nice. I've heard good things about that one. Did you listen to the last podcast with Dale Perry?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
What'd you think?
That's another. I liked it. I liked it. Now I got to talk to him again. I got to talk to him again because another goodie that I just picked up is a new hinge.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you buy an Ibex?
So I have the.
Oh no, you have an Ibex. You have an Ibex.
I have an Ibex, and this is what I want to talk about it. I have an issue. I think it's how I set my click to fire.
Okay.
I have it very close.
Oh, okay.
Like really close. And I've talked to you about this before. I like wear out the click sear on my releases.
Wild.
I wore out the Ibex sear, which I'm really surprised of because there's less pressure on that sear, like he was talking about to you. I don't know if it's the click sear that I wore out, or if it's the fire sear that's rounded now, but I'm having to adjust it all the time.
Okay.
And I can never get it where I want anymore, like it was. I've played with it a bunch of times. I'll shoot it one day and it's cold, and I'll shoot it the next day, it's hot. I'll shoot it the next day, no click.
Have you sent it into them to take a look at?
All right, so this is what kills me. You know me, frugal guy. I might have 12 releases, but they're all used.
So does the lifetime warranty not? Doesn't. Okay.
No. So I emailed them and I was like, can I just buy 2 sears? I want to buy a click sear. I want to buy a fire sear. And they're like, no, we don't sell that. Send it in. We'll warranty it. And then they were like, yeah, exactly. And I'm like, some guy out of the States, which I might actually like just email them and be like, hey, listen, I bought it used. Can I pay? Can I send it in and pay?
Yeah, sure.
To get it done. Right.
I don't see why
I love that release. I want to keep it for hunting for sure. But I ordered a True Ball HBC Honey Badger Claw. It's a really old release. A lot of people have used that release for a long time, and people that do use it swear by it.
Honey Badger.
Yeah, it's brass, 3-finger. You can't adjust the click to fire. You can adjust the travel, but you can't adjust the click to fire. But it comes with 2 different moons. There's a slow and a fast, or a medium and a fast.
Okay.
And I tried Matt Albert's the other day, and he has the fast click, and I was like, oh, that's exactly how I normally set my hinge. And you can buy those click moons on Lancaster for $20. So that's what I already bought one.
All right.
Yeah.
That looks nice.
So yeah, like I don't know. I was shooting over the weekend, and I was using the old True Fire Sear release, the one that I had sandblasted.
Yeah.
And the morning went great, and then the afternoon I was like, man, it's taking forever to go off because I had it on like the medium sear for the click, because I wore out the fast one.
Mm.
And in the afternoon, like I couldn't get it to go off, and I was like, man, I don't like this. And my buddy Dallas was like, you just need to just buy one release and use it. Like, stop messing around with this stuff.
Okay.
Like, just
You
trust one thing. And
you
I'm like, I wish I could.
You're just
but I
trying to
can't.
collect them all. That's all. Yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't stand behind their stuff. Like, even if you could, like you said, even if you offered to pay for the repair.
I mean, worst case, I'll
obviously-
just bump into Dale again in Pennsylvania.
Well,
this
you
year
will.
and be
Yeah,
like,
we'll
hey,
go
brother.
talk. Can you go into the back and work some magic for me?
Yeah.
I'll pay you. That blood orange, though,
It's pretty nice.
Ryan has. Oh man, it came out really nice.
Yeah, really nice. I like the ones, the Aaron Snyder editions too that they came out with. Like, they're like lime green.
Yeah,
Those look pretty slick too.
the thing I really like about it, and I haven't used the hinge yet. I've just shot the shadow, but I like how you can recock it while it's in your hand.
Yeah.
At full draw. You
Yeah.
can just right.
Yep. That's
Since we're on the hinge or release topic, what do you think of the UltraView button 2?
disappointed.
Yeah?
I thought that was going to be a hinge. Yeah.
Thank you.
I
called their bluff. I bought this.
I know.
I bought this thing like 2 weeks before they dropped that video saying that something was coming. I'm like, oh, that's the Hinge 3. It's fine. Yeah, so I totally thought it was the Hinge 3. I didn't even think that they'd come out with another button. I thought this was, I mean, other than the neck, everybody complaining about the neck being too long.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
No, I was holding off. I ordered that HBC last week after the UV button 2 came out, because I was like, oh man, like I told the boys, I was like, if it's a hinge, I'm buying it. Like, I loved my UltraView hinge, and then I would kind of have to buy it from the manufacturer, so then I could get like warranty, like I've never had before on a release. So
that's a good idea. Yeah. When I started looking at it, I was like, okay, I like the look of the aluminum, but I want the weight of the brass.
Yeah.
So I probably wouldn't be happy with either one. So I'm happy I bought this one.
Yeah.
This is great. This is like, this thing is incredible. Just like everybody said. Like, have you shot the button?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I had one.
Oh, you had one. Okay.
Yep.
Did you wear the sear out of it too?
No, not that one.
Okay.
No. No click. So.
Oh, that's right. Okay. So it's just so. I just want to hold it all the time. It's great. It's so nicely in your hand, and I love the pattern on the button and how it bites your finger, how it's that rolling. Oh, so good. And the neck doesn't bother me.
No, but we got that long draw, right? So it's not a deal breaker for us.
Yeah. I think they took, I think it was a 1/4 inch off the neck. Yeah. So, yeah, I 100% like you thought it was for sure it was going to be another hinge. But
if they came out with a hinge that had like a finger on it that could like hold your release on the loop,
I think they'll have to do that. I think that's the one thing everybody who's hunting wants.
Yeah. And a lot of people are starting to hunt with hinges. A lot of people are.
Yep. For sure. Yeah, I don't I totally thought that's what it was, but whatever, it doesn't matter. The dragon.
Is that the index?
That's going to be Evolution Outdoors in their wrist release. So it's going to come with 3, like you said, 3 different set screws for tension.
Mm-hmm.
So the guys that want to just go wow and just hit the like hair trigger, you can do that. If you
Yeah.
want a medium one, there'll be a medium one, and then there'll be a heavier one.
I actually picked up a Stan Solex
Yep.
index like
Yeah.
not too long ago, maybe like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, just to try it. And I wanted to have one around at home, so when I'm
Yep.
working on someone's bow that shoots an index, I could use that.
Right.
And you know what? Like we always like we had a big discussion about how I've never had a button shoot the same as a hinge.
Mhm.
When I shoot my hinge, I think it has to do with like the pressure that I put on. So if I'm shooting a hinge, I'm rolling my hand back.
Right.
If I'm shooting a button, I'm kind of rolling my hand this way. I'm rolling my hand towards the like I'm rolling my hand counterclockwise with a button to hit that trigger. And I'm rolling my hand clockwise to hit the hinge.
Right.
When I'm shooting an index, I'm rolling my hand kind of, well, essentially I'm rolling it clockwise.
Right.
When I shoot that Stan Solex, it hits out to 50 yards, it would hit the same spot as my hinge. And I actually don't mind it. Like I would see myself hunt with an index before a button, I think, in the future.
What was it about the ultra view button you didn't like? Did you get rid of it, or are you just not shooting it?
Yeah. I sold
Gone.
it to my buddy.
Out.
Gone. Yep.
Yeah.
Gone.
Away with you.
Like the boys know. The boys know it. Like when I bought that Shadow, I actually sold the Shadow too, Josh. But
everything must fire sale. Everything must go.
Yeah. Everyone knows, like if I buy release and someone wants it, they'll just hang around for about a month or two, and it might end up in your hands.
What are you gonna do with the Do you hold on to the hinges more or no? Not necessarily. Yes. Okay. Fair enough.
I'm probably gonna hold on to the Shadow. No, the Ibex, sorry. Just for that quiet click. Like the HBC has like a target release click to it. Like it's like click, like you could hear it from pretty far.
Okay.
So I might still hunt with the Shadow, or no, the Ibex, sorry. If it's fixed, but I need it to be like the same distance as the other one for click to fire.
Okay.
Yeah.
Any other changes coming for your setup?
The hunting bow is gonna have different arrows this year. It already has them.
I
haven't shot them yet, but I got some Victory HLRs this year. I'm gonna be chasing speed this year. I know that is super 2015 of me.
It seems to be coming back around though.
Yeah, so like the 2 deer that I shot this year, one of them I harvested, one of them I didn't. Both of them were, the first one was at 35 yards, the second one was at 23 yards. Both of them reacted to that shot. Both of them dropped quite a bit.
Really?
And I did not like that. And I want to just trim that distance down, trim that sound to impact down as much as I can. Like the factory arrows I was using were around 465 grains.
Okay.
That was with a 50 grain half out and a 50 grain half out and a 125 broadhead. My Victory HLRs with a 50 grain half out and a 100 grain point will be at like 410.
Okay.
So
you'll pick up some speed there.
They look just so sick too. Like these are the nicest arrows I've ever built. Like the 1.5 weave on them, just everything about them just looks so nice. Like I love these arrows.
And they've got that ice coating too, right? So
yeah.
They'll be zipping through, not sticking and falling out.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about those. Like I'm excited. I'm probably gonna head to the border tomorrow to pick up the rest and the release and all that stuff and get to shooting soon and see how those are flying and see how the new rest is working and all that new stuff.
Do you have any plans for the spring for hunting? Are you gonna do?
Yeah, I'll be doing turkey. I always hunt turkey. Turkey turkeys is the funnest. It's the closest thing to like Western elk hunting you can get around here, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
you want to like glass some stuff and locate where they bed,
and then have them call back to you. Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
have them call back, and then go after them in the morning. Like, it's so fun. I love them.
Yeah.
Probably not bear hunting. I might go with some buddies, like if they're running dogs again, for a couple times. But springtime will be for the 3D season for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be busy.
Yep.
Before you know it, it'll be October again.
Yep. It's gonna come early for me this year too. I'm gonna be doing a bit less 3D shoots.
Okay.
Focusing on the bigger ones, and then I'm actually gonna have to sit out. I'm gonna sit out with my own by my own decision. I'm gonna sit out the Southern Canadian Classic this year because it's just so close to the elk hunting season, and I'm gonna be going out west this year. So.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
Where are you going?
Well,
probably
either Wyoming, Colorado, or New Mexico. New Mexico is a long shot with the way their application works down there. Like, you don't build preference points ever. Everyone has the same odds.
Just a draw.
Yeah. So New Mexico is a long shot, and then I just applied in Wyoming today. And then I'll be applying in Colorado in a couple weeks from now, whenever it opens, or a month.
Cool. Have you ever applied?
I'm excited.
Have you applied to Pennsylvania?
No. Their seasons, their application, I don't remember when it was. Their application's like in the summer or something like that. It's
I think so.
Yeah, like, because I talked to a guy in Pennsylvania last year, and he was like, "Dude, you should apply. Like, it's still open." So I think their application season is closer to the hunting season.
Right. Well, that's exciting. How many times have you gone down there?
Just once.
Just once.
One time to Wyoming, and it was like
right.
It's the funnest, hardest thing ever.
Yeah.
Like, it's so hard to do. It's so hard on the brain. Like, mentally, you have to be so strong going into it, and I'm kind of looking forward to it now that I've done it once. I know what to expect. I know the mental hurdles I'm going to hit.
Right.
And I know that just when I start thinking I want to jump on a plane and head back home right now, that's normally when stuff gets wild and everything changes.
Is anybody going with you?
Yeah, so my buddy Dallas is going to be going out with us, and one of my buddies, Anthony Iafelis, is going to be coming out with us. So Anthony's been 2 or 3 years, I think. He actually shot an elk by himself in Colorado this year, solo.
Nice.
Yeah. So
he's got some experience.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Oh man, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I'm freaking excited.
So what do you bring on that in terms of like shelter? Are you using a teepee, or are you doing a floor?
So I don't like spiders. I don't like insects. I don't like snakes. And I just feel like if I'm in a tent, like the last time we went back to the camp every day, and we had like a little tent trailer.
Sure.
This time we're actually bringing dirt bikes.
Hey.
A lot of it's single track out there, and like, we won't be able to ride dirt bikes anywhere we want. We have to stay on the trails, but it's a good way to get further in. So we're going to be bringing dirt bikes down there. And then, because we're bringing dirt bikes, we're not going to bring the camper, but we're going to bring an enclosed trailer.
Mm-hmm.
So if we want, we could sleep in the enclosed trailer, or if we're camping out in the mountains, we're going to be in a little like tent. Dallas will probably be in a tent, and Anthony's like a freaking teepee shelter kind of guy. Like, we went on a backcountry, not backcountry at all, but it was like a boat in deer hunt, kind of on like an island peninsula kind of deal.
Yeah.
And he just like scratched the leaves off the ground and like set up this freaking tarp and slept on that. But fun fact, he pulled off like 30 ticks off of him that weekend. I didn't pull off a single one of them. And it's he says it's because I have AIDS, but he says the ticks didn't want anything about me, but I just never pulled a tick off of myself that whole weekend. So might have been from the camp, it might have been from something else, I don't know. But I slept in a tent that weekend.
Yeah. It's funny how that little bit of material can give so much reassurance.
Yeah,
right?
like it's just, well, everyone's done it, man. Like, you know, even if I'm sleeping here at home and I see a spider on the wall or something like that, or I get up to take a piss and I see a spider in the sink after when I'm done washing, when I'm washing my hands, I'm like, oh man. Then I get in bed and like everything that touches your leg, you think it's a spider. Right? Like, I don't know if you feel that way, but that's how I feel. Like, so I don't want to be doing that when I need sleep in the mountains. Like if I want to, when I hit the pillow, I want to fall asleep. Like,
sure.
So
what do you got planned for the club this year?
For the club this year, we got 2 shoots, 2 like 1-day shoots kind of deal, 3D shoots. The first one is May 25th, I think, which is not the May 2-4 weekend. Everyone seems to think that May 24th is the May 2-4 weekend. It's not.
Yeah, it's not. No.
For
those that don't know, you run the Ottawa Archers.
Yeah. 3D side of things. So it is May 24th, the first 3D shoot, and then the second one is August 30th. Both Sundays. It should be a good time. We did a lot of work last year, and we're going to keep doing work every year, obviously, to make it better and better. I do think both of our shoots are going to be ASA scoring this year. And then obviously we're going to have our league night again. So that's 13 nights out of the summer, all Thursday nights. And that's a blast, man. Like I keep seeing like the scores when we go to local shoots. A lot of the Ottawa guys are up in the top. And I do strongly think it's because we're doing that league night and everyone has their stuff dialed every single Thursday and everyone's taking shots under pressure every single Thursday.
Right. No, that's the more pressure you can get yourself under and get comfortable with it, the better.
Yeah.
Right. It's like the first time you go to TAC and you're shooting with a group of people or you're shooting around other people and it's like, or there's a lineup behind you. It's waiting for their turn and you're like, okay, here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I love like putting pressure on stuff too. Like I love the little fun bets and all that stuff that I do with the boys. And obviously I lose a lot of them, but yeah, I like the mustache. I know.
Still there. You're going to get so used to that when you can finally take it up, you're not going to want to.
When I texted Dallas today that I had, I sent him like a picture of my laptop with like the application in for Wyoming. He was like, bring shaving cream. I was like, hell yeah, it's coming off.
Oh, does it apply to elk too?
Anything with antlers.
Anything with antlers. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
There you go. Nice. Is there any gear you have to get for that trip, or are you pretty much good to go? Do you think?
I should, like, if I were to like have extra cash, I'd love to buy my own tent.
Yeah.
I borrow one from a guy all the time whenever I go out there. I'd like to buy my own. I hate borrowing stuff. I like having my own stuff.
Yep.
When it comes to gear though, like your first elk hunting or your first Western year is very expensive. And then the following years, unless you need to change something, it's pretty not bad.
Yeah. Like what kind of pack do you bring with you?
I bring a Mystery Ranch Metcalf. I'm not sure. Like when I talked to the boys at TAC last year, they were telling me about the Gravelly 18, which I bought. It's a small, like day pack backpack kind of deal, very small, but you can add it to your Metcalf. So really, if I wanted to, and I might, we'll see. Like, I'll try to get familiar with it this summer. But a lot of the guys were telling me, like, if you're going to be bivvy hunting and setting up a camp like 6 hours from the road and then hunting from there, kind of using that base camp as your home base.
Right.
If you do that, bring your Gravelly 18 in the meat shelf.
Yep.
Have your pack on the outside with everything, the big pack. And then once you get to your camp, ditch your big pack and just put the Gravelly 18 on the frame.
Yep.
That way you're not carrying a massive bag for no reason. Like,
Sure.
nothing's worse than a big backpack with a little bit of stuff in it. Like, it's hateful. It swooshes around in there. It's not tight. It's more fabric to get caught on stuff and be loud.
Yep.
I might do that. I have to get familiar with it because it's not the easiest to take down and set up. Like, to split the meat shelf, to change out the meat shelf, like, because the Gravelly 18 does have a little bit of a meat shelf. So, it's not that big a deal to take 15 minutes to swap it out, but it's kind of tedious. And if you don't get it perfectly, well, then now you have a swooshy small backpack. So
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you want to make sure you get that set before you before you go out with it. Yeah, no, it's a good idea. If you don't need that extra size and you can put everything, the Gravelly's great. I use it every day as like a gym bag right now.
Yeah.
But I've attached it onto bags before. It's it definitely comes in handy. It is pretty quick. It's got those straps that just do you have one of the newer Metcalfs?
No. Okay. But it does work.
It does work though. Okay, good.
It does work. Yeah. It's a little bit of like rigging, but it does work.
Yeah, I think there's a guy on YouTube that made a video about it showing yeah.
Because I definitely think I did it wrong when I did do it.
Okay. I'll find it and send it to you. But
yeah, please.
It was designed because they put like these orange tabs on the new one that you can just quickly hook it onto. But the old one doesn't have that. But there is a guy that did figure it out. So I'll find that out. Cool. Nice. Yeah, that's exciting, man.
Yeah, I'm freaking excited for that. That's going to be amazing.
Are you the calling type, or do you have somebody that calls? Yeah,
I like calling. I love goose calling. I love duck calling. I love elk calling. Elk calling is like, I've never been a good diaphragm caller for turkey.
No,
but elk calling with the diaphragm is way easier, I find.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I bought the Phelps. What's it called now? There's one that Phelps made that has a
easy bugle.
That's it. Thank you. Amazing. Makes you sound like you really know what you're doing.
Yeah. You know what's funny? Like, so I bought that one too. And I think I honestly threw out the easy bugle attachment. Like, I couldn't get a handle on it. I couldn't do it.
Oh, really?
No. And I just like a diaphragm. Like, I like being able to switch to cow calls really quick if I have to, I guess.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I have a bunch of diaphragms in the truck, and like when I started out goose hunting, like I always have my duck calls and goose calls on the back headrest in my truck. And if I feel like ripping some calls while driving into work, I just grab the calls and I start hammering on some goose calls. And I do the same thing with elk calls because I just hate when people don't practice and they think that now that you're in the field hunting is the time to practice.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
No. So I play around with them. Like, I bought a bunch of calls this year, a bunch of different kinds. I bought a Riven call, I bought some Rocky Mountain calls, and I bought some Phelps calls. And it's crazy how like you can buy like a 3-pack and absolutely despise 2 of them and love 1 of them.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild. I think one of the reasons that I like elk calling more than turkey calling is because I don't have any diaphragms around here, but elk calls most of them have like a metal ridge on top of the reed
Okay.
that goes up against the roof of your mouth. And that little ridge, I think, is used to like build pressure,
Mm-hmm.
but it also prevents the tickling feeling on the roof of my mouth. Because like nothing's worse than a turkey diaphragm call that just rattles your mouth and you just start freaking getting tickled in the mouth when you're trying to call in a gobbler. Like, I hate that.
Oh, that's funny. I've
Yeah,
only ever
but I
used...
definitely love, like, last 2 years ago when I went out with Dallas, I didn't have a tag and I called, and like that was addicting, man. Like when you start getting answers,
Mm-hmm.
that's fun.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only ever used the pot call for turkey. I could never get the diaphragms to work for me.
I love the pot calls. That's what I normally use for turkey. Unless I have to do a gobble, then I'll take a diaphragm and do it that way. But
Mm-hmm.
pot calls is the best for, you can go loud, you can go quiet.
Yeah,
they're great.
Just want to take a quick break to talk to you about a couple of things that I've been using that I think might benefit you. One is this Numa Outdoors gear. This is in their Casa OV pattern, which is great whitetail pattern when you're up in a tree in the fall and late season. They also have a Casa pattern which has more green in it, which is good for spring through to the fall. Numa has given me a code to give to you of Caribou Media 20, which will save you 20% at checkout. Another product here that I've been using for years now is the Bulldog targets. This is a Canadian made target. They're made in Manitoba. They have a lifetime warranty. I've used that warranty twice now on a couple of my larger targets that are outside. It's very simple, very easy. These targets are 2-finger removal every single time, which is incredible. Field point only target. Bulldog's been gracious enough to give me a 20% discount code to give to you at checkout. Use code BD20-Caribou-Media. That'll save you 20% on these awesome targets. Now back to the show. So no bear hunting, eh? Unless have you done it over bait before? Like with...
Never done it over bait. I just don't have the time for it.
Yeah,
don't have the spots for it, and I don't have the time for it.
It's a chore.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This year though, like, so this past hunting season, I hunted public probably for 25 days, like 25 sits at least, maybe more.
Mm-hmm.
And then I hunted private once and punched a tag. Right?
What are you trying
You
to
get
say?
what I'm getting? You get what I'm getting here?
What are you trying to say?
What I'm saying is I'm going to be knocking on some freaking doors this year.
Yeah.
Because that
nothing wrong with that, man.
Lot. No, and I want to like, don't get me wrong, there's some great public, and I had some good chances. I shot a 6-point buck, and I just shot him a little too high. Like, it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
And I had some does come by, and I had some wildlife come by, but it's just, if I don't want to pressure a spot and I stay out of there for a week and a half,
yeah,
is there no one else going in there for a week and a half? Right? Like, what? Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've definitely had some opportunities where you go in and you think you're the only one in there, and then somebody's dog runs by and you're like,
yeah,
there goes the afternoon.
Right? Yeah.
Or they're just enjoying the space too, but it does make it more difficult, definitely. So I've actually expanded. So the farmer across the street from me owns a ton of property throughout this whole area. So I reached out to them, and as I have permission right across the street from the house, which is great, but it's not as well treed as I would hope. So I'm not getting a lot. I'm getting a lot of stuff running by. I'm not getting a lot of stuff hanging around.
Yeah.
So so I asked if they had anything else. So they sent me their map, and there's like, all their properties are lined out in yellow. And I looked at one of them and I'm like, oh my God, that's going to be a gold mine. So it's like a huge stretch of very thick bush, very well treed. And then about halfway, 3/4 of the way up, it opens up a bit, but it's still tree covered. Then it butts up to a cornfield, and I've got the cornfield too. And there's another tree lot at the opposite side of the field. I got that too.
Nice.
So I'm thinking, oh, I could put like 3 or 4 stands in there. Like it's a pretty big spot. So I got to start doing some scouting now and see if I can find some evidence in there and figure out where I'm going to focus.
That's definitely an important thing. Like the season never stops, right? You got to keep at it. And like, I bought a licking rope this year, like from like Natural whatever calls or whatever, and I'm really excited to put that out soon. And I want to see how that can play out, because it's so true. Like I remember when I was younger hunting with a buddy, and I was telling him all the time, like I was like, man, I've been researching this stuff and like licking branches.
Yeah.
And we watched this buck like walk down the opposite tree line, stop, and lick a branch for like 5 minutes. And I was like, dude, he's doing it. He's doing it right now. So I want to try that. One thing I did a lot this year is I tried hunting the path into the bait a lot more than over the bait.
Okay.
And it did work out. Like I was seeing more deer for sure, right? If they're getting to the bait for last light, I would hunt the downwind side of it and kind of just get my wind just going off of their nose, not directly to them.
Right.
And I was seeing more sign and more deer for sure. So that'll be a main focus next year, is not hunting directly over the bait.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I shot that doe right above bait. she wasn't at it yet. She was about 10, 15 feet from it. But
so do you want to get into? Can you tell that? I know you've still told that story a couple times, but can we get into that?
Yeah. So I went out in the morning at my buddy Dallas's house. He was working a full 24-hour shift, so he just told me, he's like, yeah, just go in there and hunt. This was in a zone where I had a doe only tag, like antlerless only tag. It was an additional tag I'd picked up. And so I went out in the morning totally blind. Like I've never walked this far down his property before. And he had dropped me a pin. I'd get down there and I'm not even close to, like, the GPS is only so good on these phones and compared to where the pin is. And I ended up setting up like on the other side of the bait in a random tree. And as the sun came up, I could see a bow hanger on the
that's where
40 yards away. And I was kind of like, dude, this spot like is, I don't know, like it's good, but it's not that good.
Yeah.
And then I'm looking across the bait and I'm like, oh, there's a bow hanger in that tree. Shit, that's where I was supposed to go. So then around 9:30 in the morning, climbed down, brought my sticks and my platform over to that tree, set them up, sat there till like 11:30. And then I went into town for lunch, headed back into the tree around, I don't know, like noon, 1. And actually, one thing I want to touch on is I'm a sweaty guy. Like I have sweaty hands, sweaty feet all the time. And I always fight freezing my feet, freezing my hands.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like wearing big gloves because I'm going to sweat. So I just normally wear no gloves or just small merino wool gloves, like fingerless gloves.
Yeah.
So I was wearing those. And a couple days before this hunt, I bought heated socks that I can kind of control on my phone.
Oh, cool.
And all I had worn that day was those heated socks and my crispy Laponia non-insulated boots.
Sorry, what time of year is this again?
This is December 20th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She cold.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
I think it was like, I don't know, like -12, -14 that day.
Okay.
My feet never got sweaty because of those boots.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I got in the stand, I grabbed my phone, turned my socks on, feet got warm, never got sweaty.
Perfect.
Didn't even take the boots off. Went in for lunch, turned them off, came back out. The battery lasts like 8-10 hours in those.
Holy cow.
And I just got them on Amazon. They were like $70, $60. So I'm sitting, and the wind is kind of like, there's like prime bedding at my back, and the wind is coming from in front of me. And I'm like, dude, like, most deer are going to be coming from back there, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough, I get winded by one doe. See one of the biggest coyotes I've ever seen in my life. He wins me as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then right before dark, like there's like, I think dark was 4:55, 5 o'clock.
It's crazy, eh?
Yeah. And around 4:50, I look up the hill, and like coming with the wind to her back is this big doe. And I'm like, oh, right on. Turn the phone on. I had one of my buddies made me like a 3D printed, like a third arm, like third arrow camera arm.
Yep.
So I had like a pan head on that, and I just had like a magnetic phone plate, and I was using the MagView plate on my phone just to stick to it. So I stick my phone on there, start recording. She walks down the hill, and I didn't want to let her get to the bait because I know deer are really skittish when they're on the bait normally, and they'll actually be looking really hard like at their downwind side because they can smell everything on their upwind side, obviously. And I was downwind of the bait, so I was like, I don't want her to be looking up at me all the time.
Right.
So about 15 feet away from the bait, maybe a bit more than that, maybe 10 yards from the bait, she stopped with her head behind a tree. I drew back, and this is about 23 yards away. I drew back, put the pin on her, shot, and when I shoot and my arrow hits, I hear like a loud bang. And I'm like, that's freaking weird. Like, why did it make that loud of a noise? And as she turned away from me and ran up the hill,
Mm-hmm.
like as soon as she turns, my arrow is sticking out like 25 inches, maybe more. And I'm like, dude, like, did I just
What?
hit like her spine or like no man's land again? Like, what's going on? And I'm not happy with it at all. Like, the shot was quite high. She did duck. Shot was about, after the fact, the shot was about 2 inches below the spine. Maybe a bit more than that. Maybe 3.5 inches below the spine. So when she turns and runs up the hill, I'm like, dude, like my arrow falls out like within like 5 steps. And I'm like, dude, like what just happened? Why didn't it just blow through? Like I'm pulling 78 pounds. My arrow's 465 grains.
No reason.
I've got a Sevr 2.0 hybrid on.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah,
no
like
reason why that should have zipped right through.
Yeah. So I'm like, what's going on? I'm like in disbelief. Like I just did it again. I'm texting my girlfriend being like, if I don't find this deer, I'm not hunting again. Like I'm done. Screw this.
I give up.
Yeah. And so I'd send the video to Dallas, send a video to Anthony, and Dallas sees it right away and he's like, oh, I think you're good. I think you're good. And he's like, I think you caught one lung at least. Great friend. Great support.
He's telling you what you want to hear.
Yeah, exactly. So I walk back to Dallas's house, start a fire, chill out, calm down. I do not want to pressure this deer at all.
No.
At this point, I'm like, it's a one lung, maybe. I don't want to pressure this deer. So I hang out in the house. I call Anthony. Anthony was at the Sens game with his daughters and his wife. And thankfully it was like a midday game. So by 5 o'clock, it was almost done. So he calls, he answers, and he's like, I'm at the Sens game, but I'll drive back to home, which is in Metcalf, and I'll drop my daughters off, put them to bed, and I'll come back out and I'll help you track. Okay. So by the time he got back to Dallas's house, which is a long drive from his place, it was like 9:30, and I get outside and I don't even see my boot prints going into the house because it snowed so much.
Oh no.
Yeah. And I'm
Oh.
like, oh, dude, this just got from pretty damn bad to like horrible. So I'm freaking out. Anyways, we start tracking. By this point, it's like 9:30. Start tracking. Well, we probably started tracking around 10 because by the time we got all the way back there, it was probably around 10. Find my arrow, and it's broken off at like, I don't know, 2 inches.
Like where the insert is?
Pretty much. And it's like splintered.
Like that?
Yeah, this is it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So I'm like, what is going on? And we're freaking out, but there's decent blood right off the rip. Like right from
Okay.
impact, there's good blood. We have to move snow around to find it.
To find
and there's
it,
like
right.
there's like the best blood we found was always on the trees around.
Okay,
This is
fair.
like pretty hardwoods. It's not that thick, but it's good hardwoods. So there is blood on the trees, and I'm like, well, maybe she rubbed up on it, or maybe she's coughing blood or squirting blood. Who knows? And start trailing. At this point, like if there's no trees around, that means there's more snow that landed there, and we're having to like scoop snow out of deer prints to find blood in the hoof prints.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So we get to one spot, and it's kind of like there's a bunch of deer trails, and they do like a big Y. So we head right, no blood. We head left, hit the property line, no blood. And we're like, where did she go? Where did she go? So we turn back around, and I think Anthony like turns and like where the Y started, she didn't go left, she didn't go right. She just went straight over top of a bunch of brush, and there's just like a freaking red carpet over top of this brush. So she's running fast, and she's losing a lot of blood. So it's starting to kind of get better as we're trailing, and I'm like, okay, that's not bad. And I had a big spotlight. Thank God I grabbed that from Dallas's place. I had a big spotlight, and I was kind of using it to shine on the trees. And I get to one spot, and we're about maybe 100, 140 yards in, 150 yards in, and I'm shining the trees ahead of us. And I'm like, oh, look at that tree. Like there's a shit ton of blood on that tree. And Anthony goes, well, yeah, just look a bit past it, like a nice guy. Like no one ever wants to just like grip and grin someone else's deer right off the rip, right? So he's like, look a bit past it. Like, looks like there's a deer over there. And I'm like, no, like total disbelief. Like, like the mental game with 3D archery, I was experiencing the same thing with hunting right there. Like, I had a miss early in the season where I hit the deer. I gave it a bunch of time. We tracked it, ran out of blood. The deer's still alive to this day. That hurt the soul.
Was it the same blowing up of the arrow again?
No, that arrow actually kind of worked. Kind of
worked. Okay.
I never found it.
Oh, okay. Fair.
I hit high, very high, missed both lungs, either went through the spine or above the spine.
Or right in between, yeah.
Yeah. And but I think I did hit some spine on that deer, because in my opinion, if I was just catching just flesh with the arrow and the broadhead and the speed and the weight, I think I would have blown through. My arrow was like hung up on the fletchings on the offside.
Oh wow.
On that deer. Yeah.
That was much better.
Yeah. So that was good. And then so anyways, shining the flashlight. Anthony's like, I'm pretty sure there's a deer over there. But he pulls his phone out. And I turn around and I'm like, I don't know why your phone's out. Like, there's no fucking deer over there. Yeah. So anyways, we walk up. It's a great video, actually. Like, the first thing I say is like, the deer's laying there. Like, she didn't bed once. She ran and expired within probably
gas.
A minute. Not even. Like, she ran to her death. And there's just a big pool of blood and this deer. And I'm looking at Anthony and I'm like, how this happened, I have no freaking clue.
Mhm.
How a deer can die on one lung, I have no clue. Because at this point, I think it's only a one lung shot because of how the arrow is.
Right.
And like, it just doesn't make any sense at this point. We cut her open, gutter. Stupid us, never thinking about a broadhead in there. I'm like hands deep, just freaking pulling stuff out. And I look in the body cavity and I'm like, oh, there's the entry. And I kind of like come to my senses and I'm like, no, that's not the entry, that's the exit. But it's not out of the hide yet because it wasn't like a full pass through. So I don't think a broadhead and an insert would have enough weight to go through a deer and break a rib. I think when I hit the deer.
Oh, like on their own, you mean? Like if they
Yes.
separated from the.
Yes.
Okay.
So what we found was just like this. It was an insert with no carbon on it, and my broadhead lodged sideways on the other side of the ribs between the hide of the offside. If that makes sense for the audio listeners.
So the popping sound was the arrow basically blowing up, and you're at the insert.
Yes.
And it coming free and continuing through and then stopping before coming out the other side.
Which I do think that what I think happened after thinking about this for many nights, what I think happened is the arrow broke when I hit.
Yeah.
And it did like a spring effect.
Right.
Because we found
like launched it.
carbon, which is why it came out so quick, right? Once it hit and then it didn't have any velocity anymore, it came out with the spring effect of the carbon, because we found like carbon fractures maybe 2-3 inches long in that offside hide, if you want to say.
Yeah, like I've never seen an arrow do that before. Like I've seen inserts break, normally there's like a mushroom effect at the end, and your insert's gone. That
like
looks
this thing
like
can
somebody took a knife.
Unscrews.
Yeah,
just fine. There's no bend on it at all. Nothing.
That looks like somebody took a knife and shaved like 6 or 7 inches of the carbon right off the top of the arrow. Like that's what we're looking at. That's wild, dude.
So it was pretty wild, and like and I was beating myself up about it, and Anthony's like, dude, like you did a double lung shot on a deer, like stop beating yourself up. Like
so you looked at the lungs and it actually hit both?
Yeah, it opened. Like the broadhead opened, so it broke a rib on the inside, like on the entry. It broke a rib on the outside, like on the exit. Sorry.
Yeah.
And it went through both lungs just fine. The broadhead was open. Everything was open. Everything was good.
Did you tell Sevr? They might want to know that.
No, I could tell them.
We don't need an arrow. Just get us there.
Well, pretty much. Like I guess. Like
just get us there. We'll do the rest. Right?
Yeah, I should tell them actually. Maybe I'll tell them attack. I should bring this in and just.
We'll go talk to Casey and be like, "You're not going to believe this."
Yeah. Obviously, like you start thinking about stuff, and like one thing that I like more about the Victory HLR system. Obviously, this call, like this half out from Factor works. Is it's not bent. Nothing's wrong with it.
Right.
One thing I wish it had maybe was a little bit of a sleeve over top.
I was just going to ask you, that doesn't sit over top. Yeah, okay.
It doesn't. It lands flush.
So that's what the
Victories
and the new Eastons do that. So the 5.0s that I'm using, I use the 50 grain half out, and it literally sits. There's like a good chunk of it that sits right over top.
Yeah. So those new Victory HLRs I just picked up, they have that as well.
Yeah. You'll notice a huge difference with that.
Yeah. I hope it's not a deal breaker. Like I hope it's not. I hope I do notice the difference and it just blows right through whatever I shoot.
Yeah.
And then like it throws a loop. Everything throws a loop for broadheads and everything. Like every year you start second guessing what broadheads you should use and all this stuff. Like it never ends, right?
I think it's everything. Like, yes, the broadhead is important, and yes, it's got to be sharp, and it's got to be this, it's got to be that. But if you don't have a good delivery system to get there, like, well, clearly doesn't. Sevr will say it doesn't matter because look what happened with you. The broadhead got there, and it continued and did its job. But yeah, you kind of you need the whole. You need the whole delivery system functioning together, basically, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. It's so weird how it all happened, and it took a toll on me even afterwards, because I was telling the Full Draw boys, like, I was like, I still have a buck tag, and I still might go out for a buck and try to shave the mustache, but then I only had like a week and a half left of season.
Right.
Well, now I don't really trust this setup. I don't want to do this again on a massive buck. I don't want to go through that whole roller coaster of emotions. What if I smack a rib dead on? What if I clip a shoulder blade?
Right.
And the same thing happens, and I only have 14 days to now resight in a different arrow, build a different arrow, and go hunt, and trust it. So I basically went ice fishing for the last of the season.
Well, that just goes back to what we were saying before. Like, if even just same thing with 3D, like if the smallest little bit of confidence is lost in what you're using, you're going to start thinking, oh my God, like I had my, the screws in the rotating mod on my Elite Ethos, they'd get loose. They all get loose, right? Doesn't matter what company you're using. You got to check that stuff. And I thought I was good to go. And I was at a tournament and they fell out. Fell on the floor.
Wow. Did you?
And I was like,
you were drawing or no?
Yeah. I want to say I was. And so I let down, and then we were in a bow shop. So I went upstairs and was like, help. And they put everything back together for me. But then subsequent shots, you're like, is it going to happen again? Is it going to happen now? Is it going to happen at this time? Right. So it's this can be the smallest little thing that can just play with your mind, and then you're not focused, and then you don't shoot as well. So yeah, I hear you there.
Like, there's so many factors, and it not even like to play like a play on words here. Like, there's so many factors, obviously, but like you never know. Like, I could have hit vertically like this with the broadhead, with the blades up and down, and just blazed right through both, and not hit a rib at all.
Yep.
And been totally fine. I could have hit her quartering too. I could have hit her lower where the ribs are weaker, and everything would have been fine. Who knows, right? There's so many things. That at the end of the day, it was a successful harvest. I got a full freezer.
Nice.
Freaking great meat. My sister's boyfriend the other day was like, "Hey, I'm making a big batch of chili." And I was like, "Well, wait, did you buy meat yet?" He was like, "No." And I was like, "You want some?" Like, I just processed my deer. Like, I have a bunch of ground venison. And he was like, "Oh, yeah." So we didn't use any store-bought meat. We used strictly venison. It's the best chili I've ever had. Like, it's amazing.
So what do you normally do with your, did you cut it up yourself, or you take it to the butcher?
Yes.
Okay, you did it yourself.
So when I shoot a deer later season, I am very content with that, because I can do it myself.
Right.
If it's early season, I like letting my deer hang for a while.
Okay.
Before I process it. So I took it home, I skinned it, and hung it. So just cut the legs off pretty well, like at the joint, cut the head off, no hide, hung it in the garage. This was my first time doing it this way. I don't think I'll do it again this way. The previous times I've quartered it and put it in game bags to hang. I find the game bags prevent the skin of getting a bit too dry.
Right. And you got to take that off.
And my garage isn't climate controlled.
No, as most aren't. Yep.
Yes. As the season got colder, the front quarters were starting to freeze because they were so low in the garage.
Right.
The hot like the rear quarters weren't freezing because they were high in the garage, but the lower ones were pretty frozen when I started cutting it. So I like butchering it myself. Like I used to work in a butchery when I was a young lad.
Oh, okay.
I never like did much hands-on stuff. I was just like wrapping meat and cleaning this place, but I always was around it, and I thoroughly enjoy it. So I set up like just like a normal like party folding table, like one that you would play beer pong on kind of at parties.
Yep.
I set one of those up in the garage, and I just take my time and start cutting it apart. So in the previous years, I've done roasts and like made like, you know, like some of the roast sections I kept as roasts. Problem is I don't do many roasts. So that ends up just sitting in the freezer. So this year, all of the meat that was like not good enough to just like make into steaks, I made into ground venison, and the like pretty much all like everything else is cut into steaks or cubes because I know that's just a quick, easy thing. Like one of the best things I've ever ate off of a deer was I was listening to a Working Class Bull Hunter podcast, and they were saying that like a great way to cook steak, like deer steaks, is in the air fryer from frozen.
Oh, really?
So I was listening to this on my way home one day, and I'm like, dude, I'm going to try that when I get home. Because the worst thing is like, if I don't think about cooking deer the next day, it's still frozen. Right?
Plan ahead. Forget that.
Yeah, I don't though. So anyways, I got home. I grabbed 3 steaks, threw them in the air fryer. I forget how long. I have to look into this again because it was amazing. But I basically had like a medium rare deer steak.
Oh, wow.
That was like air fried on the outside.
Beautiful.
It was so good. It was so good. But I let this deer hang for 9 days. When I harvested this deer and we got to her, she smelt bad. She smelt like a gamey freaking deer, like real bad. And cut her open, you know, gut her, bring her home, drop the tailgate of my truck, and I'm like, holy, like that just stinks. And I'm like kind of scared. I'm like, what's going on with this deer? Like, why does it smell so bad? Is it going to smell like that once it's processed? I let it hang in the garage for 9 days.
Okay.
When I butchered her, you couldn't smell a thing. It smelled like meat. Like didn't even smell gamey, nothing, not at all.
Yeah, a lot of it has to do with meat care and, you know, getting parts of the, you know, certain parts of the fat off too that they don't have a lot to begin with. But yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I used like the first time I ever did a deer, I used some of its fat to like fatten up the meat. Never again. Never again.
Yeah.
No, that's a horrible idea. I used so I made probably like close to 25 pounds of ground venison, maybe more, maybe 30.
Use pork fat?
I just grabbed 3 bacon packs, like 3 full packs of bacon.
Even better.
And I just threw it in the meat grinder. Like we have like a Betty Crocker like freaking mixer. And my mom bought the grinder for it.
Are they metal or plastic?
Metal. It works so good.
Metal ones are way better.
And it just like I started processing that deer around 9 or 10, and I was done by like 1:30.
Yeah.
Solo by myself. Ground. Everything was done.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. It's I definitely want to start trying to eat healthier.
Yeah.
And eat more of the game that I harvest. Like
for sure.
Well, at the end of the season, I didn't go deer hunting and I went walleye fishing, caught a bunch of walleye. So now I have a freezer full of walleye and deer. So I'm set for the winter.
Nice. You're good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. There's nothing better. Like even if I don't shoot something, people share it with me too, and I do the same. I'll share it around, and it's like you always take it out of the freezer, and it's like gold, right? Like this
Yeah.
is something that took a lot of time to get, and somebody's giving it to you or whatever, and you just want
Yeah.
to take your time with it.
Sharing, you just said the magic words, like sharing a harvest with people, preparing a good meal
Yeah,
from something that you harvested is one of the
it's
most
amazing.
successful, happy feelings I've ever
Oh yeah,
had. Like, I remember the second year I went to Total Archery Challenge. No, the first year I went to Total Archery Challenge. I went alone, but there was two guys, a father and son from Ottawa that went, and I knew them. And they were camping at a campground. And I told them one night, I think it was a Saturday night, I was like, hey, like I'll come by, I have some deer steaks from the
yeah.
doe that I had shot that year. And we cooked steaks over the fire, just salt and pepper. It was the best stuff ever. And it's awesome because every time I see him, he's like, my son, he shot a buck this year, but nothing's ever tasted as good as those steaks that we had over the fire in Vermont. And I'm like, oh, that's amazing. Like, that's the best. That's the best feeling ever, right there.
That's what I want to hear.
Yeah, yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. It's been a good year.
Yeah,
It was a roller coaster of a year, but it was a good ending for sure.
Yeah. Now, does anyone else in your family? I mean, you said you're somebody was
Father.
make. You're sorry,
Nope, nope. My sister's boyfriend
sister's
made that.
boyfriend made the
Yeah,
chili. Just do do other people in the family eat it too, or
hunt.
some? No, will they eat
My
it?
Yeah, yeah. My sister ate some. My girlfriend ate some. My dad ate some. My dad loves it. Um, my mom's not a big chili fan to begin with, so she didn't eat any.
Yeah,
I think she tried it. But we'll be we'll be getting into it for sure. I like cooking the deer when I like doing it myself.
yeah,
I still live at home and like I wanna do it myself, I wanna cook it myself, but most of the time when I get home, like, dinner's ready, like, I'm ashamed to say this over the podcast right now, but, like
someone's beat you to it.
but, no, whenever I go camping or anything, I'll for sure be bringing
Nice.
venison, or I wanna start using it more for sure in recipes.
Yeah, I took some black bear sausage into work years ago,
Mm.
and I remember walking around and like trying to see if people wanted to try some, and they're like, "What is that?" I'm like, "It's black bear," and they're like, "What?" I'm like, you heard me. It's like like black bear." And they're like, "Really? Is it dirty?" I'm like, "No, why would it be dirty? Like, it's the cleanest thing you're gonna put in your mouth. Like, it's amazing."
We had a
And some people are like,
chili
"Oh no," but
cook-off.
then some people
Yeah.
tried it and they were like, "Oh my god, this is amazing." I'm like, "I told
Well,
you."
bear I've had bear kubasa before, and it was
Yeah,
freaking amazing, man, like, it was
yeah,
so good. We had a chili cook-off at work this year, and the guy that won, like, this is kinda dirty 'cause I work for, like, a big like, I work for the city,
yeah.
so there's a lot of people that would not probably want to eat wild game, and the guy that won the chili cook-off used venison in his chili. That was a pretty good twist on the whole thing, because at the end, he was like, "Yeah, I use deer in there," and there's a bunch of people like, "Oh, what? What?"
What? You didn't tell me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. But hey,
yeah.
if it's good, it's good.
There's more protein in it too. So you're
Yep,
welcome.
yep, yep.
Awesome. Well, we're just over an hour here. Let everybody know how they can find you again if they haven't heard the
So
other
my
shows.
Instagram handle is Julien Simard 56. My Facebook is just Julien Simard, and then also give Ottawa Archers on Facebook a follow. And if anyone's in the Ottawa area that wants to shoot some 3D or some field archery, we're like 15 minutes from Ottawa, not even 10 minutes from Ottawa. And memberships are available. They'll be coming up in March soon. That's going to be the re-up time, and we got a kick-ass league night and a bunch of tournaments, and it's all fun.
All fun, all the time when bows are involved.
Yep. Thanks for having me on, Josh.
Yeah, anytime. Thanks. We'll talk to you soon.